stay tuned for a small PSA. You might not know this, but the band is a local nonprofit organization within the American Legion and is an all-volunteer band. Only a few of them are paid a minimal amount. And in 2019, the Department of Washington initiated more support for them, but this band subsides, for the most part, on donations to rehearse, perform, purchase music, equipment, and uniforms. Prior to COVID, they would perform and travel more than 45 weeks each year. And I say this to let you know, we have a donation box in the back. If you would like to drop in some Christmas green, whether $1, $5, or $50, everything helps. And whatever you decide, we appreciate you. You support us by just being here. We thank you for taking the time out of your busy and bustling holiday schedule to spend a little time with us. And now, back to our most recent theme, green. The origins of the song Greensleeves are shrouded in mystery. The earliest versions of the song were published in the late 1500s, and no original composer has ever been listed. Greensleeves has been performed with many different lyrics, and in 1865, William Chatterton Dix wrote the poem, "What Child Is This?" The pairing of those words and this music soon became a Christmas classic. As I mentioned before, we like to share beloved Christmas songs in a way you may not have heard them before. So imagine, if the company of Riverdance did a Christmas special, what music would they play? And what would it sound like? Composer Robert W. Smith answered those questions with a piece he called Celtic Carol. and one of the oldest veteran service organizations in the U.S. It was founded in 1919 by World War I veterans. The Washington American Legion Band has existed since 1925, when it was founded by Post 3 here, or there, in Olympia, although we have none of the original members here tonight. There are many veterans and family members of veterans in the band and in the audience tonight, and we would like to take a moment to pay tribute to those who served in harm's way and the family members that waited for them to come home. Also, let's not forget those that are serving in uniform tonight and will not be able to celebrate Christmas with their families. Please welcome to the microphone U.S. Army Master Sergeant, retired, and American Legion band member Del Ryan for our setting of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's poem, Bells of Christmas.
Test. It was Christmas, 1863. The United States was mired in the depths of civil war. Thousands had died, and no end was in sight. Despair hung heavy over the land. The gloom of that midwinter morning was broken by the sound of the bells of Christmas. Inspired by the ringing of the bells, the poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow penned these lines. His words speak to us today. I heard the bells on Christmas Day. Their old familiar carols play. And wild and sweet the words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men. I thought how, as the day had come, the belfries of all Christendom had rolled along the unbroken song of peace on earth, goodwill to men. And in despair, I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said. For hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then pealed the bells more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor doth he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail. With peace on earth, goodwill to men. singing on its way. The earth revolved from night to day. A voice, a chime, a chant sublime of peace on earth, goodwill to men. I heard the bells on Christmas Day, their old familiar carols play, and wild and sweet the words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men.
By Leroy Anderson. And in 1950, Anderson wrote our next work. It is a compilation of some of the most beloved Christmas songs of all time. Over the past 73 years, it has become the definitive collection of Christmas carols for band and orchestra. Many other composers and arrangers have tried, but no one else has been able to come up with something as good as a Christmas festival. 10 years now, there has been a close association between the Legion Band, the New Beginnings Bible Fellowship in Tumwater, and one of its outreach ministries, the Polished Brass Quintet. The current lineup of the quintet includes Legion Band members Cliff on trumpet, who sadly his health cannot allow him to be here tonight, Jim on French horn, Kevin, our conductor, on trombone and euphonium, and Rick on tuba. In the past, when circumstances have not allowed the full band to perform, Polished Brass has performed as the Legion Band Brass Quintet, including at the 2021 Department of Washington American Legion Convention. If you were counting, I only mentioned 4 players. Well, we all know 4 does not a quintet make. The one member I have not mentioned is the pastor of the church, Mark Orr. While not a regular Legion Band member, Mark has been the most enthusiastic supporter of Polished Brass, representing the Legion Band. So, it is our honor to welcome Pastor Mark Orr to the microphone as we present our version of the 1823 poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, which you may know by another name, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
Hello. Hello.
Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds. While visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap. And just settled down for a long winter's nap. There arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, as he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away, dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop his coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. In a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot. And his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler, just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. A stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk and laid his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, Happy Christmas to all. And to all, a good night.
Thank you. No American Legion Band concert would be complete without a Sousa march. While Sousa wrote a plethora of marches, he wrote only one Christmas march. It's rather obscure, the Sousa march. As most musicians know, obscure Sousa marches are obscure for a reason. So we're not going to play that. However, a few years back, composer Robert E. Foster decided to change the lack of a good old Christmas march. He wrote Stars and Stripes for Christmas. Facebook to see where we'll be next, and if you're interested in playing with the band, come on over to St. Martin's on a Thursday night. All skill levels and all ages are welcome. So, to close our concert, we give you the moment you have either been looking forward to the most or dreading the most. Thus, sing along. We are excited to bring Erin Mann to the microphone, daughter of David Clausen, a member of our sax section, along with Pastor Mark Orr, U.S. Army Master Sergeant. Oh, sorry, I didn't take out the script. Okay. Technical difficulties. We'll be leading you in our Christmas sing-along. The songs are old favorites. Handouts with the lyrics were available at the front door, and we want to thank you for our helpers for handing out more. Keep in mind, this is not about the musical perfection of your singing. The most important thing is your enthusiasm. We know many of you have been quietly singing along with us tonight. Now is your chance to belt it out. So, if you're able to stand, sit, or even lean, let us make a joyful noise together.